What is going on, guys? Welcome back today to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, and today I want to talk about our upcoming pay-per-view event for Universe Mode, and that pay-per-view being NXT TakeOver Phoenix. Now, before we get to that, I want to send a very special shout out to a few of our latest subscribers, that being, let me find the name here real quick, Vivo Tay, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, Colby Entertainment, Lewis Michael, and Richard Hines. So thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. And if I did miss anybody who has lately subscribed, do let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your name, and I will shout you out in the next video. Now, as I mentioned at the start, the purpose of this video was for TakeOver Phoenix. And if you've been around the channel for any period of time, really, I'd say since December going forward, then you would know that I previously had an issue with my capture card skipping frames. And if you don't know what I mean, I'll throw an example up on the screen real quick for you guys to see. Now, initially, I thought I dealt with this problem. I had tried everything humanly possible. I'd lowered the quality when recording. I had got in contact with Elgato. I swapped capture cards, bought a new one, tried everything, and for a good while, I'd say I didn't have an issue. I'd seen slivers of it here and there, but for the most part, I could mask it. It wouldn't be an issue. You wouldn't be able to tell. I'd be able to tell, because I'm the one recording it, but you guys wouldn't be able to tell, because I could just use the highlight reel, maybe swap camera angles or something and cover it up. You guys wouldn't see. And lately, the issue has been persisting again. And really, it started persisting when I started recording for TakeOver Phoenix. And what had happened was, if you guys have already seen the latest NXT TV episode, you'll know there are 4 matches, and I was recording 2 of them. I was recording the Kevin Owens versus Eric Young and the Mustafa Ali versus Ricochet for the North American Championship. I was recording those 2 matches. The first one that I recorded was the Eric Young and Kevin Owens. So I recorded that match. It was damn near perfect, down to a T. I had it exactly how I wanted it. And after that, after I stopped the recording, exported it, did all the normal things, loaded it into my editing program, which is Premiere Pro, and while going through the video, I noticed that the capture card issue had really screwed up this footage, and I mean really screwed it up. And it wasn't even something that I could just edit out. Like, it was obvious, it was preponent in the beginning of the match. It was just there, and I was like, okay, maybe I can find a point in the match where I could maybe swap the camera angles and just restart the match and have the beginning of the match be a separate match in and of itself. And I couldn't even do that, so I had to scrap that footage, which was such a damn bummer. Like, it really was, because that match went exactly how I wanted it to go, and I didn't even have words for it, honestly. So then I went on to once again try and record another match, which, as I mentioned, was the Mustafa Ali versus Ricochet for the North American Championship. And what I tried was I would start recording, and I would just let it record for, X amount of time. I think I let it just record for about half an hour, give or take, before I actually started recording the match, just so if there were any issues, it could work itself out. And that worked for the most part. I recorded it, and towards the end of the match, like pretty much the entire match is fine. There was one part where it did kind of mess up, but you can't really tell because it's at a part where during Ricochet's entrance the lights go out, so you can't really tell. And it doesn't like actually mess up the screen, it just jumps ahead a little bit, so you really won't be able to tell unless you're really paying attention. But it started messing up towards the end of the match, which again was such a damn bummer, because much like the EY versus KO match, that match I had planned down to a T, and it ended exactly how I wanted it to end. And it's just like, I'm not mad, I'm annoyed, irritated, really, because, and I'm pretty sure any content creator could vouch for this. Universe mode YouTubers specifically, to have a match exactly how you want it, and then say you have an issue, and you have an issue, and then you have to go back and re-record that match when you had it right the first time. It's like, words can't describe it. I don't know. And as I mentioned, I've tried everything. I've been in contact with Elgato, new capture card, and when it comes down to it, the solution that I've come, well, not solution really, I'd say the two things that I have came up with. One, I lowered the resolution on my PlayStation. So initially it was on automatic. I lowered the display resolution down to 720p. So we'll see how that works. This is actually my first video trying it with it, so I don't know if the frame skipping issues are in this video, then I'll leave it in so you guys can see what I mean. So yeah, I've lowered the resolution. We'll see how that goes, and if it still persists, then the second thing that I've come up with is that the issue is not my capture card, it's not the display, it's not my PlayStation, then it's my laptop. If you guys didn't know, I don't actually have a computer, or an actual computer per se. I use a laptop, and that might be the issue. My laptop might not be powerful enough to capture gameplay, and because of that, it's causing frame skippage. It's messing it up basically. So if that is the case, and it is indeed my laptop that is the issue, then I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I can't exactly get a new laptop at the moment. Ultimately, I would like to switch over to PC. Like my ideal setup, I guess you could say, that I have in my mind is PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC. So ultimately, I would like to switch over to PC or get a PC. You know, I'll still have my PlayStation. You know, really the only thing that I wouldn't be using would be my Xbox, and yeah, I don't use my Xbox like that now. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I played my Xbox, but yeah, that's really what's holding TakeOver up. I wanted to get this video out because, you know, TakeOver is gonna be postponed just a little bit, a few days max, I would like to say. You know, I can't guarantee, you know, I don't want to get you guys hopes up or anything like that and be like, yeah, TakeOver will be up in just a few days, you know, don't worry about it. You know, I can't guarantee that, you know, because it's frustrating. It's frustrating, it's annoying, it's tedious as hell, because when you get it down and you have it just the way that you want it, and only to go and see that you can't use that footage, you know you're not going to be able to duplicate that a second time. You know, you had it right the first time, you had it exactly how you wanted it, and basically you're just like, yeah, I can't use this, and then you have to go back and you have to re-record it. It's like, I don't want to do this. This is irritating. This is annoying, frustrating, some of everything, you know. And I'm pretty sure, if anybody were to sit and do this, you know, because the way that I have my universe mode set up, you know, I like to use different camera angles and everything like that, and I try to use that to the best of my abilities, and I think I do it well, pretty good for the most part. You know, I'm no expert or anything like that. There's still a lot of room for improvement, which I'll touch base on in a completely separate video. But, you know, I was just recording the match and I was like, hold on, let me just grab the mic and just record and just talk, because I had this on my mind from the other match, and it was, once I loaded the video into Premiere and I saw that the footage was like that, and I was it's a bummer, man, it really is. But I'm gonna try and get it out to you guys as soon as possible, believe you me. But as for going up this Saturday, because, you know, my shows tend to go up on Saturday, I don't think it'll be up this Saturday. It's highly unlikely. I would say Sunday, but even I can't guarantee that. It depends on how the recording goes. And again, if there are any frame issues in this video, since this is the first one that I'm actually trying out, you know, with the lower display settings from my PlayStation, then I'll leave it in so you guys can see what I mean. But I don't know, man. I'm just going on, honestly, a little bummed out, you know. I don't know, but I just wanted to get this up for you guys, you know, just in the event TakeOver isn't on Saturday, and, you know, you guys were like, hey, where's TakeOver? Now you know why I had to postpone it just a little bit. It will be coming, you know, come hell or high water, but if lowering my display settings on my PlayStation still doesn't work, and it is indeed my laptop that is the issue that's causing everything. You know, it being not powerful enough to handle being able to capture gameplay. Then I'm gonna have to start, you know, looking to invest in a new laptop, or look to finally invest in getting a new PC or building a PC or something like that, you know, so that way we can get through this issue, because I still have a lot of ideas and things that I want to do with Universe Mode, and then I want to do with NXT. I have a whole lot of ideas. You guys just don't know. It's a whole lot that I have. And going back for a second, when I said that that it was a bummer, you know, just having to go back, like once you have everything done, and then you see that you can't use your footage, and you have to go back and record again. Me personally, I'll be 100% honest. I do not like 2K. I do not like the 2K games at all. You know, I get what they're trying to do, you know, the whole simulation base, but I think a lot of my not liking of 2K, excuse me, has to do with me not really liking WWE, if that makes sense. Like I can get behind the simulation base, don't get me wrong, you know, and 2K does that better than anybody else. And if there was another simulation wrestling game, then hey, I'd play the hell out of that, just being honest, you know. But this is what we have here and now, you know, so this is what I have to play. And when you have to play a game that you don't like more and more and more, it's I don't know, it's weird. It's like, you know, you sit and you're like, damn, I don't want to play this game. I don't want to play this. But, you know, it just be like that sometimes. But I'm rambling on. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me ramble on. TakeOver Phoenix will be coming in, I don't know, whenever I get it done. For those of you who stay subscribed, you know, no matter what, no matter how long it takes me to get a video up, thank you so much for that. Thank you for your patience. Our new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the team. We love to have you here. Make sure you have those notifications turned on so you never miss an episode of NXT. We'll also be doing much more wrestling related content. I would like to do something with Fire Pro here in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Also, as I mentioned in the last NXT TV episode, we will be coming to the end of NXT Season 2 soon. The last pay-per-view of Season 2 will be TakeOver New York. So that will be coming your way right after TakeOver Phoenix. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Thank you once again for listening to me ramble on, my ranting and raving. Thank you all for your patience with these shows. They do take a lot of time and a lot of effort. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me rant and rave. Once again, I know I can talk a lot and it takes a while for me to get to the point, but nevertheless, here we are finally at the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss an episode of NXT, and we will see you all whenever TakeOver Phoenix goes live. Bye guys.